Hi, welcome to Leasing Tips 101. I'm Michael Krogan.
Nathan Clift.
Today's topic, the offer, or should I say the initial offer. It's more than just about the rent, okay? So let's go through with what are the important things that we need to know or for you to address. Right, Nathan, you want to start with use?
Absolutely, we need to know what you're planning on doing there. Is it does it comply within the zone? Is it conducive to the neighbouring tenants?
Are we going to have an issue with adjoining tenants because of noise? Are you 24/7 operation, just normal hours? Is there smell, vibration, anything else that we need to know about? Is there any red flags basically that could impact on how we or the landlord would view your proposal? Okay.
Secondly, we need to cover the rent. In residential, you'll be talking weekly and how many months of a lease you're after. In commercial, it's annually. We need to know per year, excluding GST.
Correct. And if you want to know the difference between a gross rent and a net rent, we've done a video on that. So go and check that out. That'll be great.
Thirdly, we need to talk about lease term. Michael, why do we need to know the term?
Term's actually really important. You don't realise, but I mean, it can vary from 1 year, 2 years, 5, 10, 15, whatever the case may be. Really, from a landlord's point of view, they just want to know how long are you specifically committing for. Bearing in mind, a 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 year lease is not a 4-year lease, like a lot of people seem to think.
It's 1 year.
Right? It's a 1 year lease. Really, we're just honing down to what are you actually legally committing to. Tell us up front. All right, next, rent increases. Let's talk annual rent increases.
Unfortunately, your rent's going to go up.
Yep.
Annually, there's going to be an increase. As a bare minimum, look at CPI as being the minimum.
So basically inflation.
Inflation, absolutely.
Okay.
Anything over and above that will either be a percentage or a fixed amount. You may have a staggered rent. Next, lease commencement date.
Good one. Why is it important? We want to know when are you going to start. I mean, we're talking 1 month, 2 months, 5 months, 6 months, 12 months. Is it subject to a DA? Obviously, that's important from a landlord's point of view because it's about the here and now versus the sometime in the near future or never. Okay, let's talk about rent-free and incentives. Nathan.
That depends on the state of the market at the time.
Yeah, fair call.
Sometimes tenants come to us with wanting an incentive for relocation costs and maybe potentially works that they may need to do.
Yeah, to maybe ease the issue of moving. It can be a bit of grief. There could be a few months involved in terms of actually moving, doing the fit out, those types of things. So sometimes tenants come to us with those expectations that the landlord's going to give them some grace on rent.
Security.
Yep.
Bond, bank guarantee?
Yeah. Why are they important? Look, at the end of the day, we kind of call them hurt money. We need to know you're invested. So certainly we're not here to sign up someone who might only last 6 months and then we've got to chase them for the rent. No one wants that. It's not a win for anyone. So from the landlord's point of view, in terms of backing you as a good choice of a tenant, we need to know that if things don't go so well, that the landlord, as much as possible, is covered. From our point of view, what's our minimum bond or bank guarantee?
3 months commitment, 3 months plus GST, gross rent.
As in 3 months rent?
Absolutely.
Yep, beautiful. Okay, next point, Landlord Works. Basically, are you leasing the premises as is, or are you expecting some work to be done by the landlord, some changes, for example?
Is there some fit out that was left behind? Is there a wall that needs to be removed, or even a hedge that needs trimming so the visibility is better?
Yeah,
something simple.
Yeah, a whole host of things that could come into that category. Yep.
In addition to the landlord works, you'll have your own works, tenant works, that you will want to do to the premises.
Yeah, and why is that important? Well, in short, we want to know what are the things that you're looking to do to the landlord's property. Are they going to be a plus? Are they going to be a minus? Are they going to be quite intensive? Pretty much we're just trying to make out the impact on the property so that if you're not there in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever the case may be, is it a good or bad thing?
Absolutely. Could cost a fortune to remove it.
Correct. Nath, probably the last one is business experience. Now, to me, that's a bit of a no-brainer in terms of delving into that. Some people seem to get a little bit of offended, so maybe they're not understanding why it's of interest to us. You want to give us a couple of things?
We need to know that you've got enough experience in the business you're in. If you've got the capacity, we're backing you.
Pretty much. It's almost like, it's just good business. No one wants to back the wrong proposal. Okay,
Absolutely.
but we also want to avoid you making some pretty bad mistakes.
Absolutely. We want you to be successful.
Yeah, we want good business. Bad business is bad for everyone. Who wants to foreclose on someone within 6 months?
That's the last thing.
Bad news for us, certainly bad for landlords, certainly horrendous for yourself.
Yep.
So we want to know that you've really thought about this, you know what you're doing, and you're a safe bet. If we're at the races, happy to put money on you.
Okay, that's a wrap. Really hope you got some value out of this. If you've got any questions, give me a buzz. I'm Nathan.
Michael Krogan.
This is Commercial Leasing Tips 101. Till next time, ciao.
See you later. Bye.